Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Nishikawa from UNIDO, the Tokyo office. And well, as you know, UNIDO is a UN specialized organization assisting developing countries through capacity buildings, technical and institutional assistance, including assistance for the establishment of the science, technology, and innovation policy in developing countries. And before I assumed the present post in July of this year, I used to be in charge of science, technology, and innovation policy in Cabinet Office in Japan, and also used to be in charge of industrial policy in METI, Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. So today, taking advantage of those experiences, I would like first to talk about Millennium Development Goals and economic growth. What matters for MDGs? Why manufacturing-based industries is important? And why so is science, technology, and innovation policy? Then introducing some interesting findings of the Industrial Development Report compiled by UNIDO. There I will talk about the global structural change and its implication for industrial development. And in this connection, I will talk about what matters for manufacturing-based industrial development. And thereafter, I will introduce strategic partnership for science and technology enhancement has been going on in Japan. And lastly, going to the explanation about partnership building with Africa in science, technology, and innovation field. So this is the contents of my presentation. I won't take longer than 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the time period which I'm allowed to speak on this occasion. So I'm going to talk about item 1. So MDG 1, Millennium Development Goal 1, sets a goal to eradicate extreme poverty by half by 2015. And it necessitates sub-Saharan countries to make a dramatic turnaround in their economy. Their per capita income growth was minus 1.2% in the year of 1980s, and again minus 0.4% in the 1990s. So they have to reverse their per capita income growth rate from negative to plus 3 to 6%, 3.8% on average to meet this goal. And only 9 countries out of 48 countries, sub-Saharan countries, are on track to reach.
Distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of JICA, I'd like to express our sincere congratulations on 10th anniversary of DAPAD, and thank you very much for giving JICA the honor to deliver this presentation. So, in the context of JICA's work, the theme of this session, science and technology activities, has already been explained by Dr. Nishikawa in previous session. So then another issue of the theme of this session, collaborative partnership by exchange or interaction of human resource, 人的交流, is translated into or related to the importance of human resource development or capacity development by ODA scheme, as many speakers mentioned in the morning session. Therefore, in my presentation, I would like to explain the activities and the direction of capacity development in JICA's assistance to Africa. So at the entrance of this room, I put pamphlets introducing our activities in line with TICAD 4, as mentioned in the morning session also by Ambassador Mutango. And I sincerely apologize in advance. This pamphlet includes some old information such as the headquarters address or so. So please visit our website for the latest information. So as introduction, let's have a quick overview of ODA and JICA. And this is a framework of ODA policy, as all of you are very much aware of. So I will skip this slide now for the time constraint. And the second one, this shows the framework of ODA and JICA. So in October 2008, in the right side, the section for economic cooperation, that is ODA loan, of the Japan Bank for International Cooperation, JBIC, and JICA, in charge of the technical cooperation, were integrated into one organization, new JICA. So moreover, most of the grant aid which has been operated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was transferred to new JICA at this timing. So now JICA takes responsibility of planning and conducting main 3 schemes of ODA. Then we adopted a new vision and mission here, and 3S in the right side, speed up, scale up, and spread out for enhancement of effectiveness, efficiency, and impact of
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to congratulate Dr. Kenne and the DAPAD Foundation for, on this occasion of the 10th anniversary. For any organization to sustain an effort for 10 years takes a lot of things. And coming from a country where our national government changes several times in the course of 3 or 4 years, you know what I mean. Thank you very much for inviting me to have this opportunity to address to you, distinguished delegates and friends. I'd like to introduce to you a project which United Nations University is initiating this year. And I'd like to preface that with a reference to what my colleague, Professor Takahashi, has spoken this morning. He emphasized the importance of acculturation or cultural transformation for a successful international collaboration. Ambassador Mutango followed with his emphasis on the importance of African ownership of this collaboration process. I haven't talked to or consulted Ambassador Mutango, but I don't think he would mind my adding that this African ownership has to be characterized by collaboration among African countries themselves as a very important condition. And in that connection, I'd like to introduce to you a project which UNU is initiating this year, which you see on the screen. It is on education for sustainable development in Africa on the basis of collaboration among African universities with the support of Japanese universities and other international organizations. The project aim, it is a project of UNU Institute for Sustainability and Peace, ISP, to develop and test a graduate level education program for professionals to be engaged in sustainable development in Africa. It is based on UNU's network with higher education institutions in Africa and Japan and international organizations which are active in this area, some of which are based in Africa, such as UNEP and Habitat in Nairobi. We are also cooperating with UNESCO. At its completion of this project, which is expected to be March 2011, we hope to come up with a concrete plan for full implementation of a master's level program of education for sustainable development in Africa.